¡Hey! Buenas, estamos en el capítulo 18 y seguimos preparando los materiales para la ascensión de Rex Lapis. He venido a entregar, bueno, a recoger la recompensa de rango 31 porque me he dedicado a seguir explorando y abriendo un montón de cofres. De hecho, básicamente, consejo que os doy para seguir subiendo niveles cuando no tengáis misiones, porque ya no me quedan secundarias ni nada, sino continuar con la historia y la estoy haciendo en cámara, es, hacéis así, espérate, no, así, pum, fotito. Vais al paint. Bueno, en realidad lo he hecho así. He venido aquí, he hecho así más o menos, pa, paint. Toda esta zona completamente registrada. Yo diría que aquí ya no me quedan cofres. Y así lo he ido haciendo hasta cubrir todo esto. En toda esta zona de aquí no tengo cofres. Toda esta zona. Me queda toda esta zona, y todo Liwe. Pero por la zona de Munslat llevo ya creo que la mitad. Bueno, vamos a seguir con la historia. Un favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
¿Sabes cómo hacer perfume?
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person.
Pero sabes.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Ah.
Ha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qimei.
Vale.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lon. See you around.
Primera vez que hablo con Lan. ¿Dónde está? Por aquí. Ahí abajo, vale. Mira, ahí. Chiming.
Hello, how may I help?
Eh,
We've come to ask you a question.
¿Sabes hacer perfume?
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself.
Vaya.
That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion.
Vaya.
Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Vamos a ir a hablar con ella.
Oh, as in scent of spring, Ying?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than...
Vale. Queremos lo mejor, lo mejor.
Just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting...
Vamos a por ese perfume. O a ver si sabe hacer perfumes. Esperemos que sepa hacer perfumes. Ah. Por aquí. Me he quedado sin estamina. Pues con los cofres conseguís bastante experiencia, aunque no lo parece, cuando lleváis muchos. Hay algunos que dan 10, otros que dan 20, otros 60. Pero consigues mucha experiencia porque hay muchos cofres.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, vale, ¿por qué lo sabes?
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you?
Queríamos usar estas 3 flores de seda.
3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all.
No.
You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Tu historia... Pues es la verdad.
Shelly was
chica.
right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
Espérate, estoy leyendo una cosa. Esta tradición se perdió hace mucho tiempo, sí.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest
Bueno, pero
wood
nos vas
shall
a hacer el bendito perfume.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around.
¿Está ligando conmigo? Es cosa mía.
So, where is a good place for making sweet?
¿Qué hay en la cocina de Shanling?
perfume? You mean Wan Min restaurant? Good choice.
¡Vamos!
Let's go.
A la cocina de Shanling. Por fin podemos ir a la cocina de Shanling. A ver si está Shanling.
Leo has really got a lot going for it.
Esta es la... Pues aquí no está Shanling.
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now.
Ok.
Are you ready to please me?
Vale.
What did you say?
I meant make me proud as my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Ok. Bonitas insinuaciones, bonitas insinuaciones.
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
Aquí, ¿no? Bueno.
You people must have irons.
Vale, pues podría haber ido por aquí mucho más fácil.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
This water will do nicely.
Vale, eso espero.
Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench.
Ujú.
Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
No te preocupes, mira, yo soy un experto.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water.
Esta misión está llena de insinuaciones.
Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench.
Ok.
Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Vale. Pues mira, me acabas de demostrar dónde está la mesa de alquimia. Porque yo en Liu no sabía dónde estaba. Vale. Me he mojado bastante. Sintetizar. Tirar agua, fuego y viento. Vale. ¿Cuál es el que tengo que hacer? No sé cuál es el que tengo que hacer. Pero este sé que necesito. Así que vamos a fabricar. Vale. Poción antipolvo. Este imagino que será, ¿no? Espérate, tengo a alguien que... Vale, pues es este. ¿No hay mejor? No. Vale, pues ya está. Y encima gratis, vale, perfecto. Ya está. Vamos a hablar con ella otra vez. Uy, pero no. Iba a decir, espero no volver a caerme. Ahí está. No te subas por las paredes. Vale.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all.
¿El qué?
The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off.
Vale.
You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step.
Vale.
Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there.
Vale. Siguiendo sus consejos, ayuda sin... Vale.
All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant.
De nada.
A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Sentí todo este tiempo. Venga, va. Ella nos está tirando los cejos. Vámonos, nosotros a hacer lo mismo.
Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Sí, por favor.
Rena wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it.
Vale.
The second one is for those with more refined tastes. The first choice for daughters of high
Vale.
society.
El primero es dulce, el segundo es... primero es fino, el segundo es refinado y el tercero...
Finally, the third one has a soft
Suave.
but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood.
Vale.
Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay?
De acuerdo.
I'll leave you with some parting words.
A ver.
One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime.
Vale. Imagino que me da las secundarias ahora.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Vale, vamos a hacer un viaje rápido mejor. Sí. No, quiero ir a viaje rápido. Aquí está todos los 7. Y bastantes insinuaciones en esta misión, ¿eh? Graciosa cuanto menos, por lo menos. Está gracioso, está gracioso. Voy a pausar. Bueno, no, porque vamos directamente donde está la misión, así que mejor no. No hagamos corte, por si acaso. Está gracioso, está gracioso. ¿Se piensan que somos unos Don Juanes? Vale, aquí está. Zhongli. Me ha curado la estatua.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Porque es su estatua.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Él es Rex Lapis.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
Alguien que ha vivido al mismo tiempo que esa estatua.
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
Sí.
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
Ofrecen de cortesía de la Casa Dorada. Solo me dejan este.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies.
Sí.
This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it.
Exacto.
The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that?
Entonces la respuesta es el tercer perfume.
That's the one older ladies like, right?
Y él es
Does
un...
that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and
Y se murió.
let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
Me pregunto lo primero.
We finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
A ver qué hay que hacer. ¿A dónde me tiro?
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
¿Dónde está eso?
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Vale, vamos a ir a preguntarle.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
No.
I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, why has he gotta be so secretive this time?
Porque él es Rex Lapis, está bastante claro. Y si la otra es una conocida suya, pues lo va a reconocer. Y no quiere. Por algo estaba... Por algo está... haciendo ver su muerte. Veamos. Bueno, ahora sí voy a hacer corte, ¿eh? Sigamos. Vamos directos a... Vamos a seguir el camino normalito, que por cierto, que sitio más bonito, ¿eh? Vamos a coger esto que lo necesito. Bonito corte también, ¿eh? Ahora me arrepiento de haber saltado directamente a por el loto. Vale. Es que no me quería ahogar. ¿Esto sé que es una luciérnaga? Vale, no la he podido pillar. Vale, y ahora sí. Vale, para arriba. No, o sí. No quiero pasar por donde está el guardia, así que hacemos así. Madame Ping. A ver qué nos dicen.
All things must change.
Saludos.
Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers?
No.
But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
Bueno, siguen siendo bonitos.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully.
Pero si todo el mundo está triste, se ponen malos, ¿no?
But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
Vale.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter.
Y...
They are everywhere.
Y no son rumores. Técnicamente ha muerto.
Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in
Que
the
yace
deep
en
is
el mar.
breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all.
¿Y qué es lo que hay en el mar?
Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say,
Sí.
youngster?
Eh,
Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. I can't quite recall where
Pues qué
it is
bien.
exactly.
Porque lo necesito.
An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it.
Like lapis.
It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things.
La podemos buscar
I
nosotros.
doubt you can wait that long.
Vamos a decirlo de abajo.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Tengo que usar mi sentido este raro, ¿no?
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
Un poco triste, ¿no?
How does that work?
Paimon, métete en la tetera a ver qué hay.
There's no way Paimon would fit in there.
¿Por qué no?
And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and
Ok.
you are quite welcome to borrow it.
Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
Eso una de esto, otra dimensión. Ya verás. O algo parecido. Pa' adentro. Lo sabía. Ah, pues no hubiese estado mal que Paimon metiera la cabeza adentro, ¿no? Ay. Esto me parece más divertido que el de, es mi comida de aperitivo. Es mi comida de emergencia. Ese, al principio, es como, todavía no he cogido la confianza, aunque se supone que llevan 2 meses yendo juntos. No le he cogido confianza suficiente como para decir ese tipo de comentario. Pero ahora que ya llevamos unas buenas horitas de juego, que son días en el de esto, que pueden llegar a ser hasta meses, por la de días que he estado. Confianza de sobra. ¡Guau! ¡Qué bonito! Bueno, sigamos. Se abre el camino.
Where are we?
¡Oh, qué asco!
Happened.
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot?
Sí.
What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while.
Sí, y qué asquito me dan.
Sorry to trouble you children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Sí, lo estoy haciendo. Por las malas, pero sí, lo estoy haciendo. Avancemos.
Let the show begin.
Y sigamos avanzando.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy.
Pues no lo había notado, ¿no?
Since Granny last swept this place.
Pues bastante. ¡Qué asquito me das, araña de los huevos! Les tengo mucho asco a las arañas, ¿eh? Vale, por aquí. Ahí.
You know,
Por aquí también.
with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell,
Ajá, ¿qué piensas?
do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Es lo primero que se me ha pasado por la mente en cuanto he entrado aquí dentro.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus.
Sí, es una posibilidad.
They all live in Killian Park?
Eh,
Why would she stay in the city?
en ningún momento se nos confirmó que todos viviesen juntos. Qué asco me dais las arañas, de verdad. Vale. Pensaba que lo había esquivado. Y... me voy a cagar en todo, tío. A ver. Fuera. Y me congelo igual, ¿eh? Vale. ¿Más? Bueno. Let's dance. Por favor, acabemos ya. Disappear. Vale, una araña menos. Carne. Continuamos.
How many levels does this teapot have?
Este parece ser el
It would be
último.
nice if we had one of these too.
Sí, estaría guay.
Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Cierto. Ya no tendríamos que dormir a la intemperie. Una tetera de estas. Aquí está. Campana purificadora.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet.
¿Puedo salir ya?
Now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear.
Ah, sí.
All right, that'll do.
Así se sale. Tiene que ser una Adeptus, sí o sí. Si no, no me lo explico el por qué tenga esta tetera. Pero me sigue pareciendo gracioso el comentario ese de Paimon. Mete la cabeza a ver qué hay. Que por cierto, ¿qué es Paimon? Ahora que lo pienso, no nos han explicado qué es Paimon. Porque es bastante diferente al resto. Sabe del mundo, o sea que tiene que ser de este mundo. Pero ¿qué es ella? Si algo me han enseñado muchos animes, entre ellos muchos de los enemigos de Dragon Ball, es cuanto más inofensivo parece el enemigo, más peligroso es. Kid Buu, bueno, el enemigo, el personaje. Kid Buu, Zenosama, por ejemplo. ¡Carga texturas!
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
¿Es usted un Adeptus? Le he dado que sí, ¿no?
An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time.
¿Pero lo eres o no?
As to whether I am one or not, child. Surely you already understand.
Sí.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny?
Sí.
Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless Adepti.
Vale.
But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, catch the murderer at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed.
A ver, atrapar al asesino también es importante, ¿eh?
Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands.
Vale. ¿Quién?
So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
¿Y si su amigo no le devuelve la campana?
Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat.
Vale.
Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return.
De acuerdo.
Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Vale.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Vayamos a ver a nuestro amigo. Estás aquí dentro, imagino, ¿no? Ya. Está por aquí, por el Liue. Sí. Vamos para allá. Estará en su tienda barra... No, es que no es una tienda. Es una funeraria dentro de lo que cabe, ¿no? ¿Es lo suyo? Pues no tiene pinta de que esté por aquí dentro, ¿eh? Mapa, carga, por favor. Mapa. Bueno, pues... Mira qué bonito es esto. Mira qué bonito. Mira qué bonito. A ver ahora. Que sí que estaba. Y estaba ahí arriba además. Y yo he bajado. Madre mía. Venga, va. Espero que aguante la play porque visto lo visto. Le está costando, ¿eh? Bueno. Venga, va, para arriba. ¿Y este cofre? Mira, este cofre ha dado 20 de experiencia, por ejemplo. Y de 20 en 20 se va subiendo bastante. Con la de cofres que hay, porque creo que habría abierto ya 1000 y algo, seguramente. O 500 y pico. Pero más de 300 seguro. Zhongli, venga, va.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Aquí dentro, vale. ¿Conoces a Madame Pink? ¿Eres un Adeptus? Esa es la pregunta.
Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
Vale, pero ¿qué Adeptus?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry.
Vale, es correcto.
Yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Vale, lo ha calcado.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
Vale.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Cometas.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No.
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
De acuerdo.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Vamos a por las cometas. El mercado. Nueva misión. Voy a comprar las cometas. Vamos para allá. Está siendo un poco menos emocionante que el prólogo, porque en el prólogo teníamos todo lo de Bali y había más acción. Aquí estamos yendo básicamente de encargos de un lado para otro todo el rato. Abuela Shan, dueña del puesto de juguetes.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Sí.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Pero ahora nadie la pide,
Well,
¿vale?
this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money
Le he dado
and
sin querer.
government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
De otras
That's
cosas
because I
inútiles.
prefer to share fun things with you.
Temas interesantes. Mira, mira esa de allá atrás.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else. But there is more to it than that.
¿Cómo qué?
Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that.
¿Ah, sí? ¿Cuál?
I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Me acabas de decir lo mismo 3 veces. Dime ya de una vez el secreto, por favor.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
Vale, él es rápido y conciso con
I
eso.
took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon.
¿Y eso?
As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
¿De acuerdo?
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
Paimon, no hables de eso.
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the
Sí,
cyclicality
ahí
and eternity
detrás.
so dear to the Electro Archon.
Ah,
These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes. These details are masterfully done.
ujú.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment,
Oh, oh.
Well, allow me.
Menos mal que has venido porque tendría que pagar yo ya.
Hey, it's Child!
Acá. ¿Entonces esto es una mosca?
No way. I was just passing through.
Sí, seguro.
I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He
Seguro.
knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations.
Pues vamos. Venga, va.
The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Pues venga, vamos.
By the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean.
Mejor que no, porque me voy a quedar seco.
Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Seguro que lo haces. ¿A dónde hay que ir ahora? ¿Al puerto? A buscar gente, venga, va, vamos. Esta bolsa de dinero no la voy a poder aprovechar. Pum, trabajador de muelle.
Let me tell you.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure. Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
Como valiente aventurero podrás traerme 5 cristales.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer.
15.000
A most
moras.
fair price.
¿Podrías hacernos una de baja? A ver, no vamos a bajar mucho. ¿Así? Ah, vale, puedo hacerlo así. Vale. Si me... A ver, en vez de 15 de esto, ¿por qué no unos... ¿Así? Insertar la cantidad. Confirmar. ¿Por qué no me dejas confirmar, tío? Bueno, hay que darle los 15.000, ¿no? Pues los 15.000, venga. Un, dos, uy. Toma. Ah, vale, no. Estás de buen humor, ¿no? Pues... No te lo puedo dar todo porque tengo un presupuesto limitado.
Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
Vale, bien. Ay. A ver, siguiente. Estás arriba, ¿no? Venga, va. Trabajador del muelle. Pam. Tú.
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace. No problem. 25,000.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Ni hablar, tenemos que regatear. Vale. Te voy a dar 20.000. Es un trato justo. Te bajo los 5.000. No podemos ir así, tío. Bueno, y encima este está de muy buen humor. Así que te lo vamos a bajar incluso más. Te lo vamos a bajar incluso más. Te vamos a dar 19.000. ¿Qué te parece? Justo, ¿eh? Así. No, sí, así. Venga, va.
This price will do. No loss to me for a day's work.
Perfecto. Cuanto mejor humor, más le puedes bajar el precio. Y solo falta uno. Habla con Pim. ¿Era Pum Pam Pim? Pim Pam Pum. Toma la casitas.
Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 100%.
Me da igual de
So
120%.
what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Eugene Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
No
Vale.
problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Por un viaje puedes hacer más de uno. No tenemos tanto dinero.
This is all you got? Then no can do.
Puedes ir a ver a Novail si quieres más.
Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. Wouldn't that mean I have to make 2 trips rather than 1? How about this? Let's make a trade.
Puedes mirar el dinero.
I'll take what you're offering, right? Get
Y
me a
también-
single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow. How does that sound?
Guess we've got no choice.
Podríamos haber negociado mejor, creo, ¿eh? Pero tengo la flor, así que no
Have you
importa.
brought the goods?
Sí.
Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare, and I have no idea where I'd find them. With this Genshin flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight. I'll make sure the work is done before I return home.
Dale, gracias. Podría haberlo negociado mucho mejor. Habla con Nobile. Lo podía haber negociado mucho mejor, ¿eh? Ay, cagada por parte mía. A ver qué dice Nobile. Seguro se va a meter con nosotros por no negociar bien. Y hagamos capítulo, ¿eh? Después de esto.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
De acuerdo.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
¿Cuándo pagarás?
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
Me parece correcto.
What do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after?
¿No recuerdas cuando estábamos en Montfort?
Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Pues que nos tendisteis una emboscada.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Madre
The
mía.
finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
No, no está bien.
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Y acabamos el capítulo por aquí porque ya son 47 minutos y no quiero que se alargue a los 50. Adiós.